During the Middle Cretaceous period, about 100 million years ago, northern Africa was home to two of the biggest reptiles ever to walk the earth. Yes, we are talking about Pterodactyl and Sarcosuchus. So, who is going to dominate whom on the battlefield? Can Pterodactyl pull off a surprise by beating the biggest crocodile in the history of mankind? If questions like these intrigue your curious mind, then this video is going to be the perfect place for you. So sit back and stay with us till the end. Let's get started. Before getting into the battle dynamics, let's know more about our contestant first. Neither birds nor bats, pterosaurs were reptiles, close cousins of dinosaurs who evolved on a separate branch of the reptile family tree. They were also the first animals after insects to evolve powered flight, not just leaping or gliding, but flapping their wings to generate lift and travel through the air. They evolved into dozens of species. Some were as large as an F-16 fighter jet, and others as small as a paper airplane. Probably the most well-known flying dinosaur, the pterodactyl is not a dinosaur at all, but a pterosaur. Pterosaurs were airborne reptiles of the late Jurassic period, and they are frequently associated with dinosaurs in the popular imagination. The majority of specimens of pterodactyl have been approximately the size of modern large birds, such as hawks and eagles, considerably smaller than the pteranodon and smaller than many artistic portrayals. Pterodactyls are more correctly known by the scientific term Pterodactylus, and images associated with that term tend to be more accurate and distinct from the pteranodon. While pterodactyl is a collective term for winged reptiles belonging to the taxonomic order Pterosauria and properly called pterosaurs, scientists typically avoid using the term and focus on individual genera such as Pterodactylus and Pteranodon. Pterosaurs were the first vertebrae to develop powered flight, long before birds and bats. These winged reptiles are well adapted with light bones. Instead of feathers, they had wings made of living tissue, a membrane that ran from the leg to a long ring finger. There were two main species. Long-tailed pterosaurs like Dimorphodon had short beaks, while the pterodactyl group includes Pterodactylus and Quetzalcoatlus, the largest flying animal ever with a wingspan of 11 meters wide. Pterosaurs were not related to birds. Dinosaurs and pterosaurs shared a common ancestor 100 million years before the origin of early birds like Archaeopteryx. Talking about Sarcosuchus, what can you say about an alligator 40 feet long from head to tail and weighing about 10 to 15 tons? Unlike modern crocodiles, which attained their full adult size in about 10 years, Sarcosuchus seems to have kept growing and growing at a steady rate throughout its lifetime. As a result, the largest, most superannuated supercrocs reach lengths of up to 40 feet from head to tail, compared to about 25 feet max for the biggest croc alive today, the saltwater crocodile. Sarcosuchus was not only the largest prehistoric crocodile that ever lived, but also the largest reptilian meat-eater of the Mesozoic era, outweighing even Spinosaurus and Tyrannosaurus rex. Even more impressively, this meat crocodile appears to have continued to grow throughout its life, so individuals past retirement may have outweighed the two Spinosaurus adults combined. As big as it was, Sarcosuchus, like other crocodiles, kept a low profile. This Cretaceous predator spent most of its day half-submerged in shallow rivers and sprang out of the water when thirsty dinosaurs, birds, and mammals scrambled nearby for a drink. Like Spinosaurus, Sarcosuchus was equipped with a long, narrow, fanged snout. The difference was that as an omnivorous crocodile, Sarcosuchus's jaw muscles were far superior to those of fish-eating Spinosaurus in terms of bite force per square inch. And like a crocodile, Sarcosuchus was of course built very close to the ground, making it much more difficult to topple from its wide feet. Since there's no way even a desperately hungry pterodactyl will do its best to attack an adult Sarcosuchus, let's imagine a more plausible scenario. The pterodactyl descends into a nearby river for a drink and awkwardly pushes a contented, floating Sarcosuchus away, bulky nose. Sarcosuchus reflexively leaps out of the water and grabs pterodactyl by its hind leg. The large theropod quickly loses its balance and leaps into the river. Fluttering wildly, the pterodactyl manages to get its bleeding foot out of the Sarcosuchus's jaw. Then the big crocodile suddenly disappears and sinks under the water's surface. For a moment, Sarcosuchus seems to have stopped fighting, but then suddenly he dashes again, targeting his opponent's only weak spot. Looking at Sarcosuchus' scenario and power capacity, we can see that Sarcosuchus will be the winner. The giant crocodile slams its jaws on the pterodactyl's broad neck, then clings to its life. Its 10-ton weight just enough counterweight to the desperate convulsions, lunges, and jolts of its slightly lesser opponent. Sarcosuchus you see next, dragging its twitchy carcass the rest of the way into the water, laboriously pulling. Ironically, the big crocodile is not even hungry. It has already eaten its opponent and has already emerged as a champion for battle. So that was today's video, guys. Thanks a ton for watching it. Let us know how you liked it in the comment section. Also, do subscribe to our channel and stay tuned as we bring more intriguing content to your screens. Till then, stay safe. Peace.